Let's look into the film of Keenan Allen. I'm telling you, this is a guy that the Cowboys may need to look at far as a veteran receiver down the stretch. Here's my reason why. He will bring in this to the table, knowledge and wisdom of the game. Of course, you can look at his status and his stats from last season and say, well, they were not gaudy numbers, but let's be fair. He had a rookie quarterback, and Chicago Bears were not a team to sling the ball all over the field, by the way. But neither here nor there. Keenan Allen would be a guy that got short area quickness. He got the burst accelerations. Even at the age of 32, I get it. A lot of people will look at the age, and a lot of people are ageist, and I get all of that. But when you look at what he can bring to the table, is just that knowledge. A sure hands catcher, knows where to be at on the ball. And when you start to think of it, he's a very reliable catcher, and he can help extend plays, and he knows the terrain in the area of the field. So I would strongly be a person to say, yeah, let's bring him in for a cup of coffee. I get it, the age of 32. But if you were looking at Cooper Kupp and you was looking at other wide receivers, why not look at Keenan Allen? Because you know for sure that this guy can run routes. He get the respect of the oppositions out there on the field. And if you're talking about a route tree, he can run all of those particular routes in that confines of that tree. And you won't have to have those growing pains. Now, we do have a Jalen Brooks. We do have a Jalen Tolbert. We do have Jonathan Mingo. And, of course, CeeDee Lamb. But if you add this into the mix, this would be another situation and scenario that would allow you to still to draft a wide receiver, but at least you will have that secure cover blanket of a wide receiver of the kind of caliber of Keenan Allen that can help you out in red zone situations as well as help develop the youth. And that's what I'm wanting for the Cowboys. It's not having everyone out there so green and so young. And granted, CeeDee Lamb is a beast, and he is that dog out there. But let's add another weapon to the table so that CeeDee Lamb will not have to do everything and just say, hey, let's put this all only on CeeDee Lamb. Well, now you have two route running guys, and you can still develop Jonathan Mingo, and as well as the Cowboys are so high on Jalen Tolbert, you can still develop those pieces, but you will have a Keenan Allen there for a security blanket. And let's not forget about Kevontae Turpin as well. But when you think about it, you bring him in, he'll be another veteran piece that can help out your team. It will help the team more than hurt the team on a nuanced route running guy like a Keenan Allen, a guy that can get separation, that can find the opening spots, and that can extend drives, whether it's a second and extreme long or a third and long. And you will have a guy that knows the terrain in the area of the field that can get you open. Look at this right here, man. He's just finding ways to separate and get things going. And on all of these, I know. A lot of people will say, well, that's because he's older and these sorts. But no, I'm looking at the separation. I'm looking at how he's able to find the soft spots in the zones or create space within the confines of his own route running capabilities. And I'm looking for a guy that's hungry. Keenan is a workout warrior. He's 6'2", and he's 211 pounds. So he still have the good frame, and he have the wisdom and understanding to find soft spots and getting open. I think that this would be a great slam dunk for the Cowboys to really seal the deal with one more veteran piece, and then you can go into the draft with those 10 draft picks and still draft freely with an open mind, open concept. Now, that would be the flavor of the angle that I would like for the Cowboys to go, and we will see whether or not they're going to do this. Of course, this is the campaign Keenan Allen to Dallas, and I think that this will be a great situation because a lot of times when we look at everything and we say, okay, how many weapons do the Cowboys need? I'm saying, I'm banging on the table, we need more and more pieces, more and more weapons, more and more opportunities to say, let's make sure we get in front of this, because at the end of the day, when the season is over and everything is done, no one will be saying, well, let's provide the excuse of injuries. No, they will not say those things, right? So let's go ahead and make sure you secure all those things just in case if something happened, you will have a safety blanket like a Keenan Allen, or in a situation like the next person up, so that you don't have to scramble and scrape for unproven commodities. There's the known and the known unknowns. But this right here with Keenan Allen, he is the known. And look how he found the soft spots right there in between two and able to extend. Look how he greets the ball with his hands. He's not a body catcher, right? And those lay hands are real nice to play. Lay hands. Yeah. Boy, I'm telling you, those are things that also works for the Cowboys, is being able to get someone that's a sure hands catcher, extend, and get the ball and chain moving. And that's what you're seeing out of these good highlights of him getting this ball and extending it with his hands and being able to get more and more yards and more opportunities as it relates to that. A guy with good feet and good short area quickness, even at the age of 32. And just for the cherry on the top, I'm not saying that he's Terrell Owens, but when Terrell Owens got here, he was 32, close to 33. Nothing wrong with that. So y'all stop being ageist. Look at the film. Look at what he can do. And I think he will help the team more so than he can hurt the team. So come on with it. That's my campaign-driven drive for the case for Keenan Allen. DC for life, not for short. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.